Welcome back. It's now time to explore the various applications and use cases of DeFi. By the end of this chapter, you'll understand how DeFi replicates and improves upon traditional financial services, offering new opportunities and efficiencies. In this first section, we'll look at the two most popular use cases of DeFi, which are lending and borrowing and trading. And we'll have a look at some different examples of each of these. One of the most significant applications of DeFi is lending and borrowing. In traditional finance, if you want to take out a loan, you go to a bank, which checks your credit history and other factors before approving this loan. This process can be time consuming and involves several intermediaries. In DeFi, lending platforms allow users to lend their assets to earn interest or borrow assets by providing collateral. This process is automated through smart contracts, eliminating the need for intermediaries and making it more efficient and accessible. Interest rates in these protocols are dynamically adjusted based on supply and demand, similar to how traditional banks adjust savings account interest rates. An example of this in action is Aave, a prominent DeFi lending protocol. It offers unique features like flash loans, which are instant loans that must be repaid within the same transaction. Flash loans on Aave allow users to borrow instantly and without collateral, provided that the loan is repaid within the same transaction. This enables complex arbitrage opportunities that traditional finance wouldn't be able to offer. This diagram shows how this flash loan arbitrage could work, and keep in mind that this is all packaged into a singular transaction or smart contract interaction. Where the arbitrage bot script, which is a smart contract, takes out a loan of 1000 ETH, it then swaps that on an exchange A for USDC, and then swaps that USDC on exchange B for 1005 ETH, due to a different price on each exchange. This arbitrage bot can then repay the 1000 ETH loan and fee within the same transaction as lending it, and the proceeds from that are then sent to the arbitrageur as profit, that 5 ETH minus whatever the fees were. Next, let's talk about decentralized exchanges. Traditional exchanges, like the New York Stock Exchange, require brokers to facilitate the trades. These brokers act as intermediaries, taking a cut of each transaction. Decentralized exchanges, on the other hand, allow users to trade cryptocurrencies directly from their wallets without the need for a broker. They use automated market makers instead of order books to determine the prices and provide liquidity through pools funded by other users. This is akin to a peer-to-peer marketplace where trades happen directly between participants, reducing costs and increasing transparency. On the right is a simplified diagram of how these tend to work, where a liquidity provider deposits assets into a liquidity pool on the exchange. We will talk through this in a bit more detail shortly, but effectively they earn trading rewards by doing so. And they're also provided with a liquidity pool, or LP token, that represents their allocation of the liquidity pool assets. Traders can then trade between the assets that are in that pool, such as swapping USDC into ETH as shown here, or vice versa, and a portion of the fees then are distributed to those providing the liquidity by depositing assets in that pool. Uniswap is probably the most popular decentralized exchange, and I have a screen grab here just to show you how ridiculously straightforward the UI is. We won't go into too much detail on this diagram on the right here, but I just wanted to include it to show you the more advanced ways in which these exchanges can work if there isn't a direct swap pool available, like the ETH and USDC pool in that previous example, and how the Uniswap smart contract can automatically find the best pathway to convert your desired assets through whatever pools are available and whichever ones are best priced. Tokenization is the final use case that we're going to be looking at in this video, and tokenization refers to the process of converting physical and digital assets into a blockchain-based token. This trend is revolutionizing the finance industry by making a wide range of assets more accessible, tradable, and liquid. A good example of this would be real estate tokenization, and how DeFi enables the tokenization of real estate properties, which allows investors to purchase fractional ownership shares. This democratizes access to real estate investments and provides liquidity to an otherwise illiquid asset class. Key benefits of it are that tokenized assets can be traded on secondary markets, providing a greater liquidity compared to the traditional asset class. Fractional ownership also enables fund managers to diversify their portfolios by acquiring fractional shares of these high value assets, and that the underlying blockchain technology that it's all built upon obviously ensures transparent and immutable records of these ownerships and transactions compared to its traditional finance equivalent. Here's a very simplified diagram to help visualize the tokenization process. So here we have real assets that are being converted into DeFi tokens on the blockchain for the benefits that we previously mentioned. In summary, the DeFi applications discussed effectively mirror traditional financial services, but offer improved efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. We looked at how lending platforms, decentralized exchanges, and tokenization worked, and in the next section, we'll look into how these concepts and a few others can be used to generate increased portfolio returns. I'll see you there.